I'm in the rush. It's so quiet because everyone is in the venue. Okay, but everyone is still sitting down. Okay. Run. Sweetie.
Okay. Hello, chat. Let's try this again. Seems working. These Halloween sounds on Discord are kind of funny. Can you mute? Hello. And yeah, big thanks to John Pixels for updating the board. Oh, I can help you with the moves. Oh no. Yeah, well, I wasn't here before, so yeah, maybe I will try. We can try to make the moves on the board. I mean, two eyes is two pairs of eyes better than one, I guess. Also, it looks like this time they removed the bottles from our view, so it should be an easier task than in the morning. And yeah, it looks like okay. We are white. We're playing against. Okay, this guy has a more pronounceable name than the morning opponent. I guess I would say Jakob Brinen, who is 1966 rated. And people told me on Discord that he's playing in the A section because his national rating is above 2000. So yeah, even though his FIDE is below 2000. Apparently. From what I see, the line is D3. Oh, this is actually a funny line that I used to play as black. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not sure how many people were here for the opening, but so basically on move 4, the opponent played knight back to e7, and the point of that is that knight takes e5 is a poison pawn. It's a very famous trap. I think it's one of the first YouTube videos that I watched when I was a kid. It was this trap. Yeah, long, like talking like 15 years. Hello, Blue. Welcome back. So it was this trap where after knight e5 you play c6 and then you win a piece with queen a5, and this looked really clever to 11-year-old me. So I played this all the time with black. It's not terrible, but okay, if white doesn't take the pawn, then okay, you moved the same piece twice, and you kind of have to redeploy it on g6. Okay, it's playable, I guess. And I see Anna went for some plan with c4 and eventually d4. That makes a lot of sense. I would say white is slightly better. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, I'm not sure about rook on e8 because that is a little bit on the line of the bishop. But I guess that black wants to play b5, so he will kick this bishop away anyway. I was wondering what would happen if we played d5 in the previous move instead of rook e1, but it is okay. Yeah, this line. Thank you for showing it. Ooh, Blue with the fancy classroom skills. Yeah, so basically there is this trap, and yeah, that's. I think I managed to win a game as a kid with this trap because my, I it's really a nice how to say way to hone your acting skills because you have to act like you blundered. But okay, I think if you're not playing in a kids tournament, then nobody would believe you, right? I mean, surely you don't play 97 without having something in mind. So basically, that trap, although it sounds very clever, nobody really is going to take on e5, except maybe in a bleach game or something. So yeah. looks like Anna's thinking after a6. I guess bishop. The bishop has some. I mean, the bishop can always go back to c2. What would we think about in this position? Maybe how to develop the rest of the pieces. I mean, this bishop is almost certainly going back to c2 because I don't think I can stop b5 at this moment. Like, even if we do play d5, black can play b5, and we still have to move the bishop. So I guess bishop e3 is a move we could consider here. Since the bishop will drop back to c2, there is no issue of b5, b4 attacking the removing the defender of the pawn on e4, because the bishop from c2 will protect e4. So bishop e3 might be a consideration. d5, of course, looks also good. Trying to gain some space, block this bishop on e7. Oh, yeah, well, I was I wasn't looking. Bishop b3, okay. Yeah, I was no, it was just in a different tab. You look more at the stream rather than yeah. Okay, bishop b3. Yeah, that okay. So she still wants to attack on the b3 g8 diagonal, I guess. Trying to look at f7 maybe. Yeah. Wasn't thinking about this move, but it can't be that bad, since the bishop would have to move anyway. I wonder what is the plan though. Like, how are you going to bring a second attacker on f7? Like, is knight g5 the idea? Maybe knight g5 at some point. That shouldn't really be much of a concern. The f7 point. So yeah, I guess black can still go for b5. But okay, bishop b3 is a nice safe move. You walk away from any kind of tempos, and you also try to say that, you know, rook e8 is a bit inaccurate because you might have to go back to f8 at some point to protect the pawn. This is going to be quite a slow game, unless something really opens up. It's a bit unlike the first game where you know, center got closed, but pawns were pushing on either side. Here, center is a bit more fluid, and why not be c2? I guess Anna wants to keep an eye on the diagonal of the king. So maybe some attacking ideas. Because if black plays b5, it's a bit more active on b3, which makes sense. On the other hand, we're not protecting that pawn on e4. It could also somehow be a drawback, although at the moment we're protecting that pawn with 2 pieces, so probably not. Also, yeah, bishop b3 we support d5 as well, but okay, d5 we can play anyway. We have a lot of powers on that square. And we're also preventing black from playing d5, although I doubt that he would do that anytime soon anyway. Yeah, just a nice and safe move, basically. That bishop was going to get kicked anyway, so just move it to safety. And basically pass the ball to black. So in these positions, a lot of the time, you just play moves that don't really weaken your position too much, and just let your opponents do your work. Like especially if they're weaker, you just give them enough rope to hang themselves. Basically, like wait basically and hope they make a positional blunder or something. It's kind of a slow grind. Some people call the real Lopez the Spanish torture, I believe, or something of the like. So yeah, because white has all this space and basically black is going to be suffocated or something. Okay, opponent is playing h6. So opponent kind of got afraid of this knight, the g5 ideas. H6 is a sensible move. Basically, it's kind of also a pass, a little bit, but preventing knight g5. So basically saying, okay, sure, you have the bishop looking at f7, but you can't really bring a second piece there. Basically, both players have to still determine the position of their. Now the knight is not defended if the c-pawn moves. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a nice detail to notice. Like, this often happens in the Italian as well. This knight on g6 is actually unprotected now. So, okay, I'm pretty sure Anna's opponent is strong enough to not blunder it. But a lot of the times in Blitz, you might think about some. I would be tempted to go for some weird maneuver like knight h2, queen f3, queen g3. Not obvious at all what I'm trying to do there, but okay, I still might do something like that. Try to bring the queen to attack the knight on g6. What did c play? It looks like a4, pawn to a4. Which is signed. It's one of the few available pawn moves. I guess we're not stopping till we push every one of those. Yeah, a4 is a good move again. Like trying to restrict black basically. Trying to not allow b5. Maybe we even want to push the pawn to a5 if possible, and try and get a bind like put the knight on a4 and maybe knight b6 or something like that. So actually, it's a really good move, and maybe that is why Anna played bishop to b3. Didn't really wait for the opponent to play b5. And I was like, okay, you spent a tempo on h6, which, okay, kind of prevented. It was my, fake threat. And now a4 is what I really wanted to do and prevent b5. Yes, she played a4. I'm pretty certain. Can make that move then. And yeah, it looks like a5. By black, planned of playing a5 as white and playing maybe knight a4. But now black cannot play b5, which is good for us. It's one pawn break less that black has in this position. We gain a little bit more space, therefore. And maybe we can continue now with something like d5. Or bishop e3. I think one of these two moves. I would probably play bishop e3 because that looks a little bit more flexible. Not sure yet if I want to play d5 or take on e5. Probably though I want to play d5. Taking on e5 looks a bit too simplifying. It also leaves me with a bad bishop on b3. Yeah, Jakob looks really tall, I would say. I'm not sure how tall he is, but he looks really tall. Or maybe the chair is really short. It's one or the other. I think the average height for Dutch people is like 6 feet. So this guy looks, about 6 feet, maybe even taller. And yeah, these tables are a bit small. Like usually, you should have at least enough space to kind of rest your elbows a bit. This looks like, I don't know. You'd even think like they should put this table vertically or something, like the other way around, so that they have more space. But then I guess there's not enough space for the courses. So yeah, they should really have either bigger tables or smaller boards, I guess. Yeah, he looks like, I don't know, 190, I would say, or something. But it's hard to judge by sitting frame. I mean, if well, so Anna is 6 feet, so he has to be at least 7 feet, right? Jakob Breinen. So what did he do in round 1? This guy should have done an upset win then, if he's playing against Anna, since he also won in round 1. So this guy must have beaten some 2100. So he's actually pretty good, I would say. I can't really be bothered with the Dutch chess sites that are not chess results. Sorry. So I will try to. Let's see. Indelingen. I don't know what that means. Or Indelingen, as Dazes would say. Round 1. Huh. Oh, some moves played. So yeah, that's bad multitasking by me. What did Anna do? See, it doesn't look like she played d5. Yes, this event is federated. I think bishop e3 was played. Yeah, I think it's bishop e3. It's a very sensible move. As I said, it's what I would do as well. Keeps all of the pieces, connect the rooks perhaps, and then maybe d5. Also, the bishop will look at some squares after the eventual d5. So bishop e3 makes a lot of. Yeah, I'm looking, and I just noticed that Adrian is also playing the tournament.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome, Mr. Blue.
How are you doing?
Fine. Oh, okay. So this guy beat at 21-12 in the first round.
Wow.
So he's not to be underestimated, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. You don't underestimate kids anyway.
Oh, is he that young?
Hello. He is Dutch, I think.
Yeah, but what's his age?
I don't know. Did you hear that?
No?
Okay, good. Day, Jacob.
I was born in 2007. Okay.
Yeah, he's a baby. But
Also,
okay, you don't underestimate kids.
has less rating than it shows. So he lost rating in this month. That means. Interesting.
Wait, but he gained rating. Or he recently?
Well, his current rating is 1954 and it shows with 1966, so he lost 12 points.
So 1954 is the November list, right?
Yeah.
Right. So he lost some rating in the last month.
Yeah, but not too much, so.
Also, okay, hi chat. Hello, Matthew. Hi, Alberto. Sabah al-khair. Nice to meet you. But yeah, these weak, strong 1900s are not to be underestimated. Like our very own commentator here.
I'm retired for now. Haven't played in 2 months. Imagine that. Like,
Oh, imagine that. Oh no, 2 months. What will we do?
yeah, that's for me. For me, it's like 2 years or something. Yeah.
Oof. Do you play more than Vlad or no?
I used to play more because I played. Yeah, I played these weekly tournaments. So you play basically around every week. And you can
Right.
play like 3 of those. So basically, you can play like every Wednesday and Monday and Saturday or something like that. So imagine playing 3 days per week. Or a federated game.
That's not so bad. It's very active.
Yeah, but it was kind of bad for my chess, so I decided I will play a bit less this year. But okay, still I play quite a lot.
Right. Do you plan to play any more this year or no?
I do it, but not abroad for sure.
Oh. All right.
So we know answer for Vladspil. I think he said like 401 was the answer. I think.
Yeah.
I might have just skimmed.
Okay. The live
Alberto is
board.
asking if 525252 is a laughter. I guess in Arabic or something.
It's not.
Is that?
I mean, it's very niche, I guess. I can imagine the sound that will come with a 5-2. It will be kha, 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 kha. But that sounds like someone's choking. So laughter is just represented by HHH. Ha ha ha.
Okay.
Like even
They don't have any vowels, I guess. Or
yeah, because the
no
letter
vowels.
itself comes with the vowel sound. So H, the
Okay.
letter H already is ha. So you don't have to put an A with it. That's why in Jawakir, on the instant messages, there is one of the messages in Arabic, which is literally the letter ha many times.
Okay.
The Spanish, this one.
Right.
Yes. No. She could not start the stream 15 minutes before the game. That's why she was late. Because she started the stream and then rewind just before the game.
What? Is the camera feed delayed?
The camera feed is delayed, yes,
Ah, okay.
but not 15 minutes.
Ah, okay. Okay. So I guess I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is much more smooth, I think, than the morning.
Oh yeah, of
Like
course.
we
Like, delay
the
so
8
much
minutes.
better.
So did the route start on time actually, despite there being like no pairings, like 10 minutes before the round?
Yeah, exactly. So they couldn't.
The
Nice.
status and the punctuality. Like I assume
Such.
that I would just at least postpone it like by half an hour or something. But
Yeah, but
apparently no, we have to start at 4 or 3 rather 3
3.
because well
Yeah,
you have to go for dinner at like 5:30 or something.
I know, right? Like, people wake up at dinner time. What's this? But okay,
What
we
in
have a move.
God's name is this opening? Okay, let's see the move first.
I'll
Bishop
just go through the
D7, I
game.
think.
Yeah, it was. This was the. Let's go through the moves.
Yeah. So it was the very famous Mortimer defense, Vlad. Also known as the I don't remember how that trick is called. It has a name. It's the some. Oh, it's the I think it's the Mortimer trap as well. With knight back to e7, hoping white takes the pawn. No, Alberto, not the Kosher, not the Steinis. Those are two different lines. This is the Mortimer defense, and yeah, the position looks kind of like a Philidor. This is true. Although the big difference from the Philidor setup is that the pawn is on c4 already. So I should refresh the stream because it's lagging. Blue is kind for the most. Yeah, this is 6 queen a5.
What's the idea
And
here?
bishop d7.
Do we want to play like
I
queen
guess Black still
c7?
wants to play b5 at some point.
But b5, we have defended it like 10 times, right?
3? He defended 2, so he needs one more.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. Like Black doesn't really have a lot of space. Maybe queen c8 could be an idea to maybe try to look at h3.
I was thinking of that too. That would be scary.
Yeah, there could be some tactics there. But okay, this shouldn't really work. Like putting it's a bliss tactic kind of like this.
In one of my OTB games, I got scared due to this bishop queen diagonal with battery on the h3 pawn, and I did not play. Sorry, I forgot what I did. I should not have been scared of the sack, but I was, and I played passive and I lost. And then Cabbage told me that don't be scared of this.
Yeah, this shouldn't really work because worst case you can go knight to h2.
Yeah,
the bishop
knight
is,
h2
the
and
bishop
knight
is
f1.
not. Yeah, or something. Yeah, or knight is doing queen f3 and trade queens if the queen comes to h3.
Knight h2, queen
Because
f3. Yeah, that's it.
Because the bishop is on e7, so if the bishop was somehow open on the b8 h2 diagonal, then it would be much more scary.
Yeah,
the sacrifice.
yeah.
Like imagine a bishop on d6 and there is no pawn on e5.
Yeah, correct.
Then
that would be
then the two bishops will be because you can't remove the knight from f3. But like this, it's not really too much, I think. So we can as Vlad said, we can even go like d5, close everything.
Do we? What do we do with our bishop then after d5?
The light square bishop, I suppose, yeah?
Yes, the
We
light
can
square.
play bishop c2 or something. We can like play bishop c2 and hope black takes, then we take with a pawn or something like that. Or yeah, I don't know. I think that d5 in a lot of leader positions is really problematic for black. So by that logic, d5 should be good here.
So
A lot of times white even takes on c6 and plays something like c5 or yeah,
Whoa.
something like maybe d5 and we also push c5 at some point.
So
that's the
if d5 and c takes d5, do we take back with the pawn? C pawn?
Probably I would take with a knight if he doesn't hang anything. Might hang the a4 pawn. But yeah, c pawn we can also everything is good basically. E pawn we can also take with.
All right.
Ideally, you want to take with a piece because then you know you have this hole on d5 and then
Right.
pawn on d6 is very weak. But I'm not sure what happens on d5, c takes, d5, knight takes, d5, knight takes, e4. Although maybe we have like bishop takes h6 there. And so probably take with a knight. Also, e takes d5 and bishop c2 as Vlad says. Yeah, this is also. And I suppose I'm kind of knight d2, knight c4, trying to pressure on d6. But yeah, all captures are actually good for white, so.
All right. Let's see what she comes up with.
Yeah, queen d2 also, good enough.
The clock situation, by the way, guys. Anna-Maja is on 1 hour 5. Opponent's on 1 hour 2. This was 8 minutes ago.
Okay, that's good. So we are on 57 minutes then, because we haven't been enemies.
Correct. So we're not very far behind on the clock. Position's looking good.
She should be a little bit faster in this tournament compared to her normal pace because there's no extra time in move 40.
There's no extra
and you don't
time
want to
yet.
be stuck.
But she always
you don't want
says
to be
she
stuck like
likes
in
this
an endgame.
better than she likes this better than added time control.
Cabbage doesn't like d5 too close for
Mhm.
him. Cabbage, as a fielder player, what would be here your plan as black? That is my question. Because when I play the fielder, people play d5 in such positions against me, and I get really cramped. Don't really have any squares for my pieces. Question is c5 good for black? Supposed to somehow. Try to say that, you know what is your plan? Oh, is my voice cutting off?
I thought it was, but it's fine now.
Who else is in the call? It's me and Blue. And Anna. These whispers. Oh no.
Wait, what?
They're not from my end, at least. Yeah, the whispers are probably from the playing hall. They're probably from the playing hall. But I have it muted,
Right.
so, you know.
Right, Nico, I have this stream muted too. That's why I don't hear anything. Right. But you can hear me well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, true. Black wants to play on the king side. Ideally, Black would want to play something like F in the very far future. So maybe if we play D5 as white, we kind of give Black this idea. Yeah. The question is, can you really do that without playing C5 though? Because if you play C5, then the B5 square is very weak. If you don't play C5, then white might play C5. Doubling of a default, says Cabbage. As a plan for white. Well, I asked for a plan for black, but okay. Yeah, as a plan for white, that
Doubling
makes
with
sense,
what?
maybe.
What does doubling mean?
I
Queen
suppose
and rook?
doubling your rooks. I guess so. Or, well, you could even have enough time to bring both rooks, maybe. Like, play queen e2 and rook d1 and I don't know, but black might take on d4 at some point if you play queen e2 and have some d5 ideas. Usually in the Philly, their queen e2 is bad for white. That's what I've learned. Like, you want to keep that queen on the d file so that you're not allow, like, he takes d4 and then something takes d4 and d5. And you cannot take with the e-pawn because there will be an attack on the queen somehow. Plan for black. Maybe knight a7, knight g5. Okay. Okay. Remember, Chad, we have to play g5 here because at some point. Because right now, Anna is on a very high stat of 2 g5s per game played. So we want to keep that above one per game, if possible.
Willing draw.
Yeah, Pepe Cuenca is a famous field goal player. Knight h7, knight g5, and if white doesn't trade, some c6, knight e6, d4. Okay.
7, knight g5, c5.
So just maneuvering this knight around, basically.
Knight e6.
That's e4.
e4.
Yeah, I think queen d2 is nice and simple. Well, like, there's not really much need to think too much in this position. I'm not sure what she is calculating. Usually when Anna thinks more than like 10 minutes, some pawn push. Like c5 or something like that.
e5 is not a good move in this.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Yeah.
I just said a random counter, so I don't think she'll play that. What she might do is something like King 8 to
I'm
Rook
just playing
G1
around
and
with
G4
the
or
engine.
something.
Blackjack. If G4, black to play and win.
Bishop to knight H4.
Knight takes all the knight. Yeah. And
Yeah,
knight takes
knight
all the
H4,
yes.
H64, bishop takes G4, and the problem is that the black knight goes to
Yes,
H4,
and you win the
and
piece.
you're pinned, and you lose.
And you lose
piece.
2 pawns as
So you're
well.
down. Yeah, so you're down 2 pawns, and yeah. So G4 is terrible.
Yeah.
But if we play King H2 and then Rook G1, okay, no, this is too far fetched. Like as Cabot said, white should play on the queen side here
Yes,
somehow,
because white is better
and
on
on
the
the
queen
center,
side.
I suppose. Yeah. The engine suggests a funny move, which is interesting. Rook E2 and Rook D2. So you want to double with your rook in the front. So maybe this could
And
be
then,
an idea.
and then what? You want to take on E5?
Yeah, and try and exploit some kind of pin maybe, or play C5.
Yeah, if you get to play that, lets you play C5, and C5 opens up the bishop. It locks in the B and C pawns for black.
Yeah, maybe C5 is a long-term plan. Right now we can't play it because it takes D4, I suppose.
Yes, this one comes
But
tempo.
eventually
you
we
lose
could go. Rook E2 is but it's not the easiest move to find, of course.
Is calculating the end game already.
Yeah, if D takes C5 and knight takes C5, I don't think we're taking that knight. Because that would fix black's problems, basically. Like in that structure, black's weakness is the pawn on D6. So you want 4 in the future, or just maneuver the knight to F5 or something? Yeah, or to B5 if you play C5.
D6 becomes weak, yes.
Yeah.
With the idea they're talking
Which is
about
the same
is,
if black takes on D4. The same structure, basically.
and this is the problem.
Yep. The darker it gets, the more of the hole we'll see. That's actually true. You can see the reflection of the hole in the glass. I wonder if we can spy the other boards. Yeah, I think it's too early for d takes e5. Like, you should just prepare it somehow, maybe.
Moving the connecting.
Yeah,
rooks
I can understand.
seems-
Sorry.
Yeah, it's natural. Like connecting rooks seems natural at this point as well. Like if you want to lift the queen up and bring a rook
What
down,
move? What move?
any queen move to connect rooks.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, if I had this position, I'd probably like queen d2 in like 2 minutes. To be fair, I'm not sure what I think. Thinking like about
What's
long-term plans or something.
do we want
yeah.
the queen here to like target this somehow, or do we not mind it here? Because if queen e2, then maybe there's this.
Yeah. How much still behind? Well, okay. Yeah, queen e2 is probably not what you want to do. Because
Yes.
it's also on the file of the rook. So that is why the engine wants rook e2, rook d2. So you keep the queen on d1 and put a rook in front of it.
Rook in front of it, and then you wanna take on e5 with the pawn, or you
At
wanna
some
push
point,
d.
yeah. Or
But if you push d5,
well,
black can play
we're
c5.
not doubling to push. Yeah, exactly. We're not doubling to close the position. We're doubling to open
Right.
it. So either c5 at some point is the long-term plan, or taking and then c5. So this some kind of maneuver like that, I think, is
So
the idea.
like this, and then you wanna take and push here.
Yeah.
Oh my
Or
God, my
the other
mouse
plan, of course, is just queen d2, and yeah, as Vlad says, just playing like queen d2, rook a d1, bring both rooks to the center, maybe, and yeah, king h2, defend against this queen c8 idea.
All right, lots of ideas. It makes sense for her to think. Use the time now. Opponent is just walking around. We can probably see the opponent walking around.
It's just that the position is not really critical.
Yeah.
That is true. So the thing is, it's one of these positions where there's a lot of possible plans, but it's not really one plan is clearly best.
Yeah.
So at some point you have just to choose something and play it. Vlad says, I don't like giving black the idea of it takes d4. So this is why I would opt for d5. That is also true. Although e takes d4 usually is a concession by black, I would say. Because then the pawn on d6 is kind of weak. That's...
She takes.
Okay, see?
She takes.
He takes on e5.
All right. Now, if knight takes, we play knight to d4.
Yep.
If pawn takes, we play what? c5?
I assume the plan, if you don't do that, then black will lock this bishop forever with something like, I don't know, bishop e6. So you kind of want to play c5 and try and lock the light square bishop of black.
Yeah, the light square bishop comes to life. c5 is defended. It's keeping the b pawn in check. All right.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So she chooses this structure, which I guess more to her style, like more open position. Yeah, makes sense. 95 is not really that great, because again, the pawn on d6 is...
Okay, de played. Now, will she push the pawn?
Sicilian.
He's probably just tired or something.
Okay, c5 played.
We have lots of ideas here. Queen has to go somewhere. Queen c2 looks good. Or now that the bishop is open, I feel like queen can sit on c2. So we can bring a rook to d1.
Sure. Also, queen e2 is possible. Yeah, that is basically what we want to do. Just get the queen out of there, play rook a to d1 or something.
Right.
Queen c2 is nice also because it defends e4. It also keeps the option of going to b3 later. For instance, if black plays bishop e6 at some point to challenge our bishop, we can take and play queen b3, which would attack the e6 pawn. And b7 pawn, yeah.
Unaliving tendencies.
You can play c5 as black, but there's a white pawn on c5. I'm not sure.
Oh wait, sorry. The
Okay,
board. Why is it not updating? Classroom is
Oh, did you
being
play it?
weird.
Okay.
Sorry, Alberto. The classroom is being weird. Anna-Maja played c5. Sometimes the last move doesn't catch up or it doesn't show.
You can try making a black move or something. Oh, okay. No, it's yeah.
It's fine. Have you ever won or lost a game due to touch move?
No.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think so, no. I usually don't claim it, even when my opponent does. Like,
Oh, really? Okay.
It's not really like, yeah. I mean, if my opponent is weak enough to do touch move mistakes, he's probably going to lose anyway. That's my theory.
I guess that is true. Yes. He has doubled on the diagonal, looking at h3.
Oh, like concierge.
Yes.
So now maybe we have to be a little bit more careful, like because the position's a bit more open. So, for instance, if we play queen c2, bishop takes h3, we are not defending the knight anymore, and that could get a bit scary.
So maybe queen e2.
Yeah, I think queen e2 is probably better.
Yeah, queen e2.
Just the king realized he was getting mate or losing a rook, played a move. I think I could long castle there with advantage, but I'm not sure it was legal in my mind. I still hope it wasn't.
You should have played it anyway, Alberto.
What?
If it's not legal, somebody will stop you and you have to continue from there.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Like this never occurred in my games.
I have
I-
one games.
I have people like uh, playing a move and then blundering because they thought they
Yeah,
thought in their head that another move was played first or something.
right.
That's not
Okay, that
necessarily.
I have done that myself in classical.
Mm.
It's a two move tactic. I play the second move first, and then I
Yeah.
realize I'm down a piece. Yeah.
Some guy blundered a queen against them like that. Like instead of giving a check, and then recapture it.
Hmm.
Like yeah.
You just play the recapture.
Like he had like 30 minutes on the clock as well
Yeah.
or something.
Shit.
That's common like.
Correct.
Yeah,
I've had lots of queens with forks in classical, but they were not touch move errors. They just blunders. The closest thing to touch move I think is I claimed a win due to illegal moves, like 2 illegal moves in a blitz game.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Because like they were pretty. Like I was very confused. Like sometimes moves just never crossed my mind, especially because I gave check and he moved something else. But yeah, I was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's here! Hey,
Looks like Anna
Leafy,
played
welcome
something.
back.
Hello, CP.
Haven't seen you in a while. Anna-Maja has played something, that is true. And that move looks like Knight D2. Yeah, Knight D2.
Oh, okay. That prevents the h3 sack at least, because we have queen f3 immediately. And also the knight is going to c4 and
Yeah, Knight is going to
yeah,
C4
so
is having
bishop
good
takes.
time. Yo, Cabbage, Knight D2 is correct. Why are you making me feel, worried for a sec there? Like, what? Knight D2.
So I was saying,
Oh, yeah.
usually the way you defend against this Saxon h3 is you want to bring the queen to f3. So move the knight back and bring the queen to f3. So that's how Anna basically did it as well, and she also plans for knight c4.
I think I would even go king h2 sometimes.
Yeah, you could.
Like, but although knight d2 is looking good now because the queen
King
had to
h3 is
move
actually
anyway.
good. Yeah.
Queen f3 is also a good looking square. And now the knight can go to c4 because b6 is looking good. d6 may be an outpost later. So what about the idea of bishop c4, bishop f1 to defend against the h3 sack? Is that too bad? Is that too slow?
There is no h3 sack after knight g2. Like, you should stop worrying about this. Like, we defended it already.
No, I mean before instead
No.
of knight d2.
Ah, okay. Yes, he could do that, yeah.
Okay.
But I guess the bishop is nice and active on b3. You don't want really to move it back unless there is like an emergency or something.
All right, for those who missed the game, let me quickly go through the game once again from the start.
I think the chairs are the same size.
What did he play?
Rook d8.
Okay, we have the queen and rook on the same open file. So queen has to move.
It's actually a good move, though. Rook d8, I like it. From black.
Okay, so if knight
Does he-
c4, black can just win a pawn on h3, right? Oh, but then you have queen f3 and knight b6 threat. Wow.
Yeah, queen f3, yeah. Queen f3, bishop g4, though.
Oh shit.
So queen e2, probably.
Queen e2 still bishop g4. Oh, but
Yeah,
then you
but
have
then
f3. Right. What are the chances?
Knight b6, and then
Knight c4 is looking at knight b6 and nothing else. I don't think we want to place the knight on d6 now, right? Because we will just lose the pawn. Or
no.
not immediately, but yeah. Okay. The game is going somewhere. Oh yeah, guys. So 8 minutes ago, the clocks were Anna-Maja at 41 and Jacob on 1 hour. So she's down 20 minutes on the clock. Almost. Maybe now a little lesser. Zach is like 40 minutes up on time versus a CM.
Okay.
Good looking
What is
active
game?
position as well.
Oh,
all
great
the
position.
all this. Okay, wait. Sorry, I was looking at it the
Wait,
other way around.
Zach is
But-
black.
Yeah,
Yeah, Zach is black.
yeah.
I
Zach
like
is
white
black.
here. But the
Yeah,
position
because
is
all his
apparently
pieces
equal.
are in the starting squares.
Yeah. But again, it should be equal, to be fair, because white doesn't really attack anything. It just has nice looking
Yeah.
pieces.
Yep.
And his opponent is actually playing really well so far.
He is. He's one of those kids that you
His rook
don't.
d8. His rook d8 move is really good.
But it makes sense, right? Queen c8 allows for that.
Yeah. So even though he has he's a bit cramped, he has less space, both on the board and on the physical, real life as well, because of the small chairs. He's
So
finding
Jacob
goodness.
is 17 years old. He's a baby. Hey, Saifi, welcome. I don't think you recognize me. I haven't seen you in like years. Okay, Anna-Maja deep in the think tank. Jacob looking around at other boats because he's bored. Somebody's getting up. It's crazy. Like, it's so cool. We can see a lot of the playing hall now.
Yeah, you can see the people strolling around.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yep. He looks like a very. I mean, he is a very young kid.
Innocent Scholar on YouTube says, "Can't you put the evil bar so we can see who is winning?" Well, I don't think we can, but I think the positions are about equal. Like, it's not
The
really.
position is very equal. Yeah, it has been 0 point something the whole game. We cannot put the evil bar on the position, I'm afraid. And I suppose it's better for commentary anyway. Queen e2 on the board.
Yeah, that's the most logical move, actually. Like, getting the queen out of there. Now black can think about maybe bishop e6. Trying to challenge our bishop.
Then can we go knight c4? Bishop e6, knight c4. It's Adi. The position is very Adi.
Your knight is pinned, so yeah.
My knight is not pinned because I can play knight b6.
Well, black's gonna move the queen, like queen c7 or something.
Oh.
And then your knight cannot move because the bishop on b3 is hanging. But it's not that bad. Like, you can still, yeah, you can move the bishop away, like bishop a2 or something, and still playable.
Okay.
Maybe that's what will happen. I don't know.
Oh yeah, let me check what our friend says. Our friend says bishop e6 is a good move. Followed by knight c4, actually. Wow.
Yeah, I suppose the main line is maybe knight f8. The idea of playing at d7. It looks very equal, though. It looks like somehow we lost our advantage. Black is doing a good job neutralizing the attack.
But engine is saying minus after so long. Makes no difference.
Yeah,
Really.
it could be. Could be because the c5 pawn might become weak in the future.
Yeah. Our bishop on e3 is not moving. Yeah, bishop e6 is black's good move right now. Or they can move the queen with like queen c7 so it doesn't get hit. Knight b1. In this position, I don't think Karpov would want to play knight b1. It's like knight. What do you think? Oh wait. If bishop e6, do we take on e6? Do we want?
your only bishop is bad. Like the bishop on e7 is better than the one on e3. So you don't want to trade the other pair of bishops, if that makes sense.
I don't know if it's.
Can't hear you, by the way. Not.
Yeah, okay, now I can. I think it's probably me. I'm not sure, but your voice also
I'm
cuts
also-
off for me.
I'm also not sure. let me try and
probably
connect,
me.
disconnect and connect again.
Sure.
Okay. Is it better?
Were you able to join the?
Yeah. You don't have to drop.
Oh really? Because I have moved to the other side of the world. My ping is crazy.
Mm.
I see a tripod stand with the ring light the streamers use. There's probably Zax on the neck.
Yeah. I see it again.
I want to
When
see
does
the
Anna get
desktop guy.
a ring light?
I think Anna doesn't. As far as I know, she just uses the stand with the phone, nothing else, and her
Yeah.
power bank.
It's not pro enough, you know. You have to
It's not
upgrade.
pro enough.
Yeah, bishop e6. Yeah, that's a very logical move.
Yep. So far, he's doing well. That is true. Now, it's time for Anna to cook the position. So, how do we go? Bishop c4, knight c4. Bishop a2 is also recommended.
Bishop a2 looks weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What I could see being played is rook a3. Maybe.
Whoa.
Like trying to bring the rook to b3. Although maybe that's too creative.
That is a move for sure.
Because you might get into like b.
Hi, Sean. Wait, really? Was the first round opponent left-handed? Oh, he was.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Nice. 100% left-handed record. Hello. Hi, Abhi. Welcome. Albin. No, he's the opposite, actually. Man's probably like 7 feet, given Anna's 6. I think that's actually Zach. Yeah, he's standing and watching Anna's game.
Is it him?
Yeah, I think so. It is, yes.
That's funny then.
I mean, he is up on time by like 40 minutes or something.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. Anna, however, she's down on the clock by maybe 20 minutes. No? almost 20-ish.
Problem here for Anna is that there are not any pawns to be pushed. Like, where are the breaks? The pawn breaks. Yeah, when that starts to happen, it's I don't know.
I think the table is fine for her, but he's definitely struggling. There you go. He just left. Like, I can't sit here anymore.
Yeah, precise elbow placement, exactly.
You seriously, like, look at the other side. I don't think he could place his elbows even if he tried.
Yeah, or he could, try and push Anna-Maja's elbows off
Oof,
places.
that's a psychological warfare. Now that he's
Yeah, this
gone,
table.
she can push the board a little further away. But I mean, she looks comfortable, so let's hope the brain cells are firing. Oh my god! Yes, Agjet, can you do it?
I think that would be better actually. Like, okay, if you had like somewhere to put the courses,
Yeah.
then it would be better if you put it like vertically. The
No,
table.
but then I think you are too far from each other.
That is not long. Hey, it's the normal like size of a table should be the length of the table, not the width.
Rook a3 is a move, actually. Yes, Agjet has just mentioned it.
Elephant to a3. Yeah, can play that.
That is what they call the rook in Hindi. Elephant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought the elephant was the bishop in some maybe Russian.
like for example, in Bangla, the elephant is the bishop, but in Hindi, the elephant is the rook, and in Hindi, the bishop is a camel.
A camel, okay.
Camel, yes.
But are there camels in India?
I think so, yes.
Oh, well, okay.
India has a very large desert.
Okay. Yeah, Turm is a German. Turm means tower. Yeah.
Right. In Dutch also they say toren. It means tower, I think.
Yeah.
Alberto, no. In Chaturanga, I think they have different names, but I'm not sure. But in like modern day chess, in Hindi they call bishop the oont. Oont means camel. David with the jokes. Ouch. Alberto asking the real questions here. But Sean, yes, if the Australians could name it, they would put the kangaroo as the knight.
I wonder if you can make like your own names for the pieces and notate like that. Like, you can say, okay, I call the knight the horsey, so I write H. It's my own language.
I think that's against FIDE rules, right?
Is it?
I think in FIDE rated tournaments, you can only write the. I think English and German, if I'm not mistaken, where they use words like Springer.
Yeah, I think you can. I think you can also write in your mother language, though. So what if you claim my mother language as this?
Oh, interesting.
In Greece, people write in Greek.
Oh, really? They do?
So you can. I mean, I write in English, but
I mean, oh, okay,
some people
interesting.
maybe don't.
Okay, yeah, I know some people write. Wait, don't Russians write in Russian? Or is there
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alberto,
Usually,
I
you
think
write in your mother
Oh,
language.
I thought usually everybody writes in English. Maybe I am ignorant. Right. Okay.
I mean, especially in these like local tournaments like this one, I would expect a lot of people writing Dutch.
True, true. A lot of people will write in Dutch, like PA3,
Yeah.
you know, or A3. 3. Mm.
The English notation is terrible. Really?
What? English
I mean,
notation?
I used to write in Greek until I was like 12 years old. Then I changed to English.
Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. So, what if I wrote them in Greek? Would that be a problem?
I think it would, yeah.
Oh, damn it.
If you went to an Australian tournament and wrote in Greek, because then there wouldn't be any arbiters who could read your score sheets.
Sure. Thanks, Alberto, for bringing the receipts. But for your question earlier, the controversial area that you're talking about is Kashmir. But the desert area that I meant was in Rajasthan. Rajasthan has a big desert. They probably have camels there. Did you know Australia had camels?
May no. I only associate camels with Africa, Northern Africa, like Egypt,
Really?
Tunisia.
Okay. Camels are
this
a
region.
lot in the Arabian Gulf as well. So, fun fact: Australia, most of Australia is a desert, and there's a lot of camels here. Australia had exported camels to like Saudi Arabia as well. Imagine exporting camels.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like Australia has all these weird animals.
I mean,
So I'm not
it's
really.
separated from the rest of the world by landmass. For millions of years, there's like no humans or barely any. So wildlife is different over here. Oh, hi, Joe. Welcome.
Welcome, Raiders.
We do not blame. We don't blame you on this channel. We blame chess.com. Hi, Screws. Oh, hi.
Ooh,
Phoebe finished her
Phoebe
game.
is
How
here.
was?
Hello,
How
Raiders.
did her
Welcome.
game go? Tell me she won.
Welcome.
She has to be winning. Did she win? Just say yes. So I'm going to assume it's 1.5. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, Phoebe.
Nice. Wow. Was what was the opponent's rating? Even Zach just drew, by the way. Zach drew against the CM. I mean, the position was dead last we saw. So okay. Knight C4 played. Oh, unrated. No. Shit. I feel so okay. I know how this feels. I remember a tournament where I started with like 3 losses, and then the next game I won a very nice game, but my opponent was unrated. I felt so bad. Like he was rated nationally like 1700 plus, but he didn't have a FIDE rating. So. Damn it. But okay, anyway, a good game is good. getting that win on the record. Let's hope there's more wins tomorrow. Oh, sorry, I keep making moves on the other board.
Okay,
Anna-Maja
going back
played
to our game, I think there has.
Yeah.
I think the bishops
played
have
knight
been
c6.
traded. I think bishop takes e6, queen takes e6, knight c4.
Oh, interesting. Really? Oh yeah, there is no bishop.
Because the bishops are definitely
Really?
off the board. You can see the
Yeah, I can.
Anna-Maja's bishop next to her.
So the queen is on e6, right?
Should be. Yeah, should be. And then she played knight to c4. I think that's what happened.
Okay, chat. We
And
have
we said that.
Yes.
And we said it's not really ideal for us because that pawn on c5 is going to be attacked.
I mean, you just play knight d7 and we're losing the pawn, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe not immediately, but at some point.
Fly your folds. This is a classroom. Wait, what did he do? Okay, guys, I'm lost. Chat, what just happened? Did I see queen takes c4?
Probably not.